Hi everyone, my name is Steph, this is Kidlit Joy and welcome back to my channel. Today I'm here to review A Rover's Story by Jasmine Warga, which is a middle fiction novel that I have just recently read. Finally, it's been staring at me for a while and I had a really wonderful time with it. The blurb on the back says, "Meet Resilience." This is Resilience. A Mars rover determined to live up to its name. Res was built to explore Mars. He was not built to have human emotions, but as he learns new things from the NASA scientists who assemble him, he begins to develop human-like feelings. Maybe there's a problem with his programming. Human emotions or not, launch day comes and Res blasts off to Mars accompanied by a friendly drone helicopter named Fly. But Res quickly discovers that Mars is a dangerous place filled with dust storms and giant cliffs. As he navigates Mars's difficult landscape, Res is tested in ways that go beyond space exploration. This book, simply put, is just a beautiful read. I actually immersive read this with the audiobook and the book. I managed to find a copy of the audiobook through Libby, my local library online system. The book is told from two perspectives. We have Res, or Resilience, who tells the story from the moment it first wakes up, as it's being constructed, tested, as it's being coded. We learn all about it in the JPL lab. Then it ends up on Mars, and we see it over a number of years exploring the surface of Mars. And then what happens post its mission. So when Res is being built at JPL, two scientists in particular are instrumental in putting Res together. There is Xander and Rania. As the blurb suggests, Res begins to develop these human-like feelings, a connectedness to these humans. Even though they can't understand him when he is talking to them, he understands them perfectly. He hears them talking, but they're also communicating to him through code. And as Res kind of slowly awakens as a robot and begins to learn, we begin to see this kind of natural curiosity in Res, who is intrigued and excited and nervous about this upcoming mission. The second perspective in this book is a series of letters written by Sophie, who is Rania's daughter. Sophie, through the course of the book, she starts out 12 and by the end of the book she is in her early 30s. So that's the expanse of the timeline in the book. She starts writing letters. One, she's really excited and curious about the new Mars rover, but she's also frustrated because her mother spends a lot of time away from home. And also through the course of the book, we find out that Rania also becomes sick, presumably with cancer, is undergoing treatment for cancer. All the while, Sophie continues to write to Resilience as a way of connecting and talking about what's happening in her world. It also gives us the frame of reference for time in this book because Resilience doesn't have a frame of reference for time. Not really, because it doesn't matter so much to Resilience. So we have many parts. The first part is at JPL where Res is being constructed. Part 2 is the launch. Part 3 is roving and all of the sections have these beautiful illustrations. Part 4 is our mission, and then part 5 is return. Resilience is one of the most interesting characters that I've read in a book this year. It is so curious, and it has a little helicopter drone called Fly and also a connection to a satellite in orbit around Mars called Guardian, and that's who Res is communicating with while on the red planet. Res has been designed to kind of think for itself. So once it's on the planet, even though it does have a mission of trying to find a previously stranded rover to try and extract the information from it to send it back to Earth, it's also allowed to kind of pick and choose its path, and it does that. And it does mean that the scientists on Earth are a little bit confused sometimes about why it's going in a particular direction. But Res's ultimate mission is to try and find something interesting about the red planet that humans would want to know, and believes that if he finds something interesting enough, they will come and get him and bring him back home. And the whole book is very much about what it means to be human, what it means to be alive, what it means to feel through the eyes of something that is not supposed to have feelings, is not supposed to be able to feel and want things. It's such a beautiful book. I really loved it. The audiobook is great as well. It's very cleverly told. Like I love the fact that the entire timeline is shared through Sophie's letters as a passage of time, because otherwise you would have no concept, because Res spends a number of years roving on Mars and then a number of years offline. The fact that we go from Sophie being 12 to then being in her early 30s when she finally sees Res for the last time is fabulous. I highly recommend this. I had a wonderful time with it. If you are at all interested in space exploration, in robotics, in really wonderful stories about humanity and what it means to be human and what it means to be alive and what it means to be brave in the face of uncertainty, like, this is a really gorgeous middle fiction title to pick up. I'll leave links in the description to where you can find out more information about the book. Otherwise, I'd love to know, have you read it? Are you planning on picking it up? Or do you have recommendations for similar titles? Feel free to let me know. Otherwise, if you just want to let me know that you're here but you don't want to leave a comment, feel free to leave a rocket emoji to let me know you're here. I hope that wherever you are in the world, you're staying safe and healthy, and I will see you in my next video. Thanks so much for watching. Bye everyone.